Hi, this is Vanessa Ugatti, the True Worth expert here. And today I'm really delighted to be interviewing Laurence Wright and Verity Lovelock from BBD Architects, who are fantastic architects based in Romsey. So would you like to introduce yourselves, please, you two?
Hi, I'm Laurence.
And I'm Verity.
And so if you hadn't guessed, Laurence is the man and Verity is the woman. So today what I'm going to do is a short interview with them, just asking them a few questions. It's very informal about their experience working with me. So my first question is, just let me check to make sure I get it right. What was your absolute biggest challenge before working with me?
I think it was about appreciating who we were and what we were bringing to our clients as a service, as a professional service, and seeing our own value in that before we even offered it to our clients.
We'd worry about a fee before presenting it. We'd worry about people not wanting to pay or not seeing what the value in our service was, and we didn't have that belief in ourselves, I don't think.
Yeah, so that was quite a significant challenge, really, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And how was that manifesting then for you in the business?
There's a confidence that we have that in ourselves and what we're offering as a service, and how we're demonstrating that to our clients or potential clients before we come and meet with them.
But how was that beforehand, when you were having those experiences of not understanding your value and not really knowing how to present your fees? What impact was that having?
It was difficult. I think we won less projects because I don't think that we came across with that assurance, in ourselves, even though we know we're perfectly capable. We know we offer a good service. Because we'd worry about charging people for it, which has been ridiculous in hindsight, isn't it? But I think something that a lot of professionals go through.
Absolutely.
And it would reflect, because I think we'd win less, and also because people would try and negotiate the fee more with us. They thought that there was more room, rather than us having that conviction and this is what we do and this is what we charge and this is what we're worth.
Yeah. So not a very happy place to be,
No.
Was it really?
No.
So then, what has changed? How are things since you worked with me?
We've got a confidence and a belief in what we do and what we bring to our clients that is very different from pre-Vanessa times. And clients don't question it. They don't challenge the fee, almost ever, actually. Or even if they did, we've got not an answer just to rebuff it, but we've got a confidence in saying, but we charge this fee because, and demonstrate the value that they're getting from that. And there seems to be a magic understanding, but it's obviously through what we've learned with you, Vanessa, that has given us the power, the right words, terminologies and things like that to put forward.
Yeah. And isn't it interesting how before you were being challenged a lot because that confidence wasn't there, and so that's what was coming across to the client, so the client felt they could challenge you.
Yes.
And you were charging less than you would be now anyway.
Yes.
And money was the last thing that we'd talk about. We would leave it and leave it and leave it and leave it and hide behind a fee proposal that we emailed. Whereas now we have much more of an idea about our fee. We know what the ballpark of what we're going to be charging. We will have a very honest upfront conversation, even as early as initial telephone calls. We can say, okay, well, your fee would be in this region. We'll confirm it with you. But we make sure that our fee is something we're talking about from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
But also, I think for our clients, as we see them now, it's not about the money so much. I mean, obviously, someone's not going to say yes to £1 million fee for a single house, are they? But there's a reasonableness in it. But we're just last week we won a project where the client acknowledged that we weren't the cheapest out of the collection of architects that they spoke to. They chose us for what we brought, what they're hoping that we're going to bring to them, that the service, the value is what they saw, as opposed to the fee.
Yeah.
And it's quite refreshing. That happens a lot more now than those that challenged our fee before.
Yeah. So that's the magic, isn't it, really, is the shift from the price, where you're uncomfortable talking about the price, where the client perceives, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, that you're uncomfortable, and then dives in because they see a weak link and tries to slash you even more, to attracting probably a different type of client as well, that is very value focused, appreciates what you do, appreciates that you may not be the cheapest, but actually they recognize that buying on quality and value is more sensible a purchase than buying on price. So that's really an about turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's a huge difference for us. Huge.
So is there anything else you want to add? Because we're going to keep this quite short. Anything else, any burning things you'd like to add?
I think you cannot underestimate. People think that they're charging appropriately, or they know their worth, but actually it's something really worth testing and really worth thinking about. I don't think you can underestimate the importance of talking about your fee and your value and what you can bring up front. And that if you do have negotiation, I mean, it doesn't mean that there's never room for negotiation, but instead you're thinking, okay, what part of my service would you like me to take away? And that makes people think about it in a completely different way when they think, oh, but we liked your whole service. And that makes them think, actually, no, we want to pay for that then. And it's the way you position yourself. And I don't think you can underestimate how important that is. And if that is something you have trouble with as a professional, I know lots of architects do, and people you work with, solicitors and things, they do have trouble with that because they absolutely love what they do and they want to help people.
Yeah.
And that's where the passion for the job comes from. So, I think talking to someone like you about it, if you're having any trouble with it, to iron that out from the get-go is really important.
Fantastic. So if somebody was on the fence about whether or not to work with me, what would you say, Laurence? We'll ask Laurence. Do it.
Yeah. Do it. For me personally, so I'm not a naturally confident or outgoing person, but I think what I learned with you, Vanessa, just even on a personal, professional level, can we say that?
Yeah.
That I even feel like I grew in that space of time that we worked together, and I think you can just see it if you look at the projects that we're winning, the clients that we're speaking to today compared to pre-Vanessa times. There is such a difference I feel different. You see a difference, and clients see a difference in that. And I've learned that, not just about analysing our fees and our words, but also our personality.
Yeah, mindset, yeah. It's always that, it's a combination between knowing what to say, when to say it, how to say it, and also having that self-belief, understanding your value, knowing your worth, and being confident in saying it, so you're not hiding away or avoiding saying it. And I've been there too, so I know all those feelings that people have. And if I remember rightly, the testimonial you wrote quite some time ago, you said that you were very, what was the word? It's gone out of my head. Suspicious, not suspicious, but not convinced that coaching was going to... Pardon?
Skeptical?
At the beginning, I may have been skeptical.
Skeptical, that's the word. I couldn't get the word to come to mind. Yeah. So, folks, you can hear that this is not rehearsed. This is totally natural because my brain isn't working properly. If I'd rehearsed it, it would have been. But I actually like things that are more natural. So, yes, you were very sceptical. You were sceptical.
Before, what kind of magic are you going to serve, Vanessa? You've got some good magic dust. Yeah. I do magic. Well, unless there's anything else to be said, I think we can say thank you very much indeed for sharing that. And I'm sure other people listening to this, they'll really appreciate it. That's Vanessa Ugatti saying bye for now.
Bye.